Again, what we try to do is we try to accomplish this. This video is going to help you just to show you how to complete your final project, right? I'm going to create a register, a new account, right? We already have authentication page, right? And I create a class to represent a person for that, to register a account for a person. Now, we said some of you may running into this issue. Let me minimize this and maximize this, right? It's not coming up. Oh, it's on my thumb drive. The issue of how to integrate them together and use them, right? Let me try to open again. Okay, it's come. So create new project name, final project. All right, so new class. I have to create everything from scratch because I didn't save the file earlier, which shouldn't take long. Let's review again, right? The attributes, right? String, username, right? String, password, right? Now, we're going to go to generate the constructor and get and setters. Using fields. Superclass. Like this is default constructor, right? And yeah, sometimes you see called super. That's call your parents class, which is an object of the Java. You can just leave it like that too. And toString. So we're done with person. Now we're going to create the registration module, right? Right here, then we can just register user to that. So new class registration. I need a main. I actually need to include a constructor, so let's extend from JFrame. Import JFrame in. So this is a constructor, and this is just a local application. It's gonna be fun if you can do like on the mobile apps too, right? And also on the web applications, which we can also do that too with Java. So now, let's see, what should we put in the registration first? Let's make a simple design. You may want to make a layout for username and password layout. I'm going to make it very simple. Remember, this is very simple, just like you learned it before. Where did we learn that? The one that we started to talk about, the option pane, right? That you create an image and include it in. Remember that one? Something like this, right? This is the applet too, I mean, right. The other one, JPanel, JLabel, remember? Did we do that one together? No? Alright. But we do the other one, which is this one, right? This one we include the image, right? Like that one, right? Now we can modify your option pane even more. Let's just make it simple with the option pane first modification. Maybe that should be a good point. Okay. So before we use this, I'm going to show you before we use that. We can do the simple option pane, right? So let's make it simple without main too at the same time, right? The option pane show input dialog, right? So I need to import the option pane here. We just try to see how we're going to use this. Show input dialog. So we already know this one, right? The enter username, right? And show input dialog, you're supposed to have the parent, right? No. Show input dialog, right? And I import the option pane, correct? Now, if I use this one in my, let's say I'm going to create, this is just simple first how to use this one, right? How would you use this one? What do you think? Create a class, right? Name, this is like, let's say purest, okay? Main, okay? Something like that. Or sometimes we call it driver class, right? Or demo, right? Now this is the one we want main, correct? Then if I want to use registrations, maybe I want to extend JFrame here. All right. I'll make it as JFrame. Now when you use JFrame, it's very simple and easy. If this becomes JFrame, that means you can have the method of JFrame, which is set visible to true. Make it show up the what it is. Set V has to be caps, right? No. It's statics to non-statics issue here. So let me call this then. Make this as a const. Let me make the frame like usual, main, but I'm going to create a constructor. And let's constructor set it visible, right? Okay. Like I can have the constructor for mine, right? And just call new. Just create a new instance, correct? By using new keyword. Like in this case, I don't need to do the POS demo and the instance name POS. I could if I want to, but I create one POS. If I have 10 POS, I can do the same thing, right? POS 1, POS 2. But if I only want to do once, I can actually, I know I'm going to run just one. I can just shorten it to new. Same thing, right? Now, let's run this first. Ooh, we have something here. What is that? It is a frame. Maximize it, right? And close it. It is a frame. So very simple to get frame, right? Set it visible. Okay. We want to set this visible another way. If I don't do constructor here, how will I do it? I can just say set visible to true, but there's a problem because set visible is non-static method. Non-static method you have to involve by instantiation, right? You can call non-static inside the statics. So I need to instantiate it first in that case, and I have to call the method that way. That's another way if I don't want to create constructor like that. And we get a frame too. This is how you instantiate, like scanner equals to keyboard new scanner, right? So I call PS demo itself, right? And create it. I can just instantiate my own class here too. Alright, so now we have a cool method here of JFrame. Now we just learned how to use the class pretty much, right? That is why your Java doc is so very important, because we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We don't want to create it from scratch. So that's one method. If you read from here, it's called system init. This is the method, remember? I show you how to use the method. You can call another method, right? Like for your midterm review, right? So this is called system init. And we have set extended state, and let's see what is that. This is one of the method of your POS, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use the first way that I do, okay? Then I can easily set in here, okay? Now when I do that, I'm going to hit run now. Whoa! I don't have to manually maximize it. Did you see that? So let's see one more time. If I comment this line out, it's right there. I have to manually increasing, right? But if I use this method, sets extended state, maximize on both sides, vertically and horizontally. That's what it means. If I run this, boom, right? Set to full screen, pretty much, right? So the point is, you need to learn how to use this. Just like room, you have all the methods, right? From your assignments, room, right? And you create the Java doc for it. Same, JFrame, you need to. That's why Java doc is so important. That's why I focus on this assignment, right? On your previous assignment. You can access to JFrame, and you can get the summaries, right? And you start to read. This is what you create, how to use them. Make sense? Now, sometimes the method you may not find there because it's come from the parent. If you move your mouse up, that's another way. It's show you how to use that and show you where it's coming from. This comes from frame, because JFrame extends from frame too. Just the same way that we extend like that. Alright, so come back to this. We get the GUI hub up, right? For that, let me just make a little small